time and a place for everything. I'm not gonna say he's right and I'm not gonna say he's wrong. You know, but it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing.
That's why I don't want boxing more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry.
When it comes to the retirement shit, like you serious about this?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Gervonta Davis has just announced his retirement from the sport, but not everyone is taking him seriously. Just hours after the announcement, Floyd Mayweather couldn't resist throwing shade at his former protege. The undefeated boxing legend appeared to mock Davis in a series of subtle jabs and sarcastic comments, making it clear he's not buying into the retirement talk. As tensions between the two continue to simmer, Mayweather's reaction has fans questioning whether Davis is truly stepping away or simply making headlines.
So I'm sure by now many people have heard about the news that was broken by Rick Glazier, who stated that 5-time world champion, 3-division world champion, undefeated superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis, 30 wins, no loss, no draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 28 wins by way of knockout, has officially announced his retirement, right? He told the people around him that he is retiring from the sport of boxing. He is no longer going to compete in the sport of boxing due to his frustration with the way and the direction the sport of boxing is going in.
In addition to the initial announcement, Davis later confirmed during a podcast with rapper Lil Yachty that he's likely to step away from boxing by the end of 2025, citing a desire to prioritize family life, academic pursuits, and personal growth. While the WBA lightweight champion delivered this bombshell to launch his fight with Lamont Roach, declaring, "After next year, I'm out of it. It's over with. I'm fed up." He later clarified that he sees this more as a break rather than a full retirement, suggesting he's still wrestling with whether to completely walk away.
When it comes to the retirement shit, like you serious about this?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But why, bro? I just feel like you know it's too early. I feel like you fucking with us at this point. Like at this point, it's like you joking. Is it to sell a fight? Like, be real.
No, I mean, I ain't say I'm like retiring like after this fight, but for sure, like after this year, I'm retiring. After next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight, you're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fight.
Davis stepped into the professional boxing ring for the first time on February 22nd, 2013. At the D.C. Armory in Washington, D.C., facing off against Desi Williams, Davis wasted no time announcing himself on the scene. He dispatched Williams with a devastating first-round knockout, affirming from the outset that a new force had arrived in boxing. His debut was more than just a win. It marked the explosive beginning of a career characterized by power, precision, and a relentless drive toward greatness in the sport.
Anybody get the number of that book?
I had to cut one too.
I had to cut one too.
Debbie said,
I gave you.
Do it again. Oh, give me the hand. I'll catch it with your hand. Good. Catch it again. Good. Make sure you catch it with your hand. I don't touch it.
You wanna do it? Wanna do it? Tank first, man. You fighting that?
Yeah.
A foundational influence in Davis's rise was boxing icon Floyd Mayweather Jr. After taking Davis under his wing in 2015, Mayweather offered guidance well beyond boxing technique. Davis looked up to him as a big brother. As a testament to this personal bond, Mayweather once purchased a $60,000 Jeep and presented it to Davis, symbolizing his belief in Tank's talent and future success.
Yes. Gervonta Davis is a boxing sensation. He has a lot of knockouts, 11-0, 10 knockouts. But here's the thing, Floyd Mayweather has taken him under his wing and he bought him a brand new car. Floyd doesn't buy cars for a lot of people. Tell me about that. Tell me about the car that he bought, and how did you respond when he said, we're going to get you a car today?
As he didn't tell me at first, his mom had a crash on her car.
Okay.
So he went to the dealership and went to go get her joint fixed. So I was out eating, so he called me. He always told me he was gonna give me a car and stuff like that, give me a place and all that. But he had a lot going on, you know, and I wasn't rushing him because I knew he had a lot going on. So this particular day, he just called me. I was out eating. So he called me and was like, I'm about to have someone to pick you up. Just be ready. So I was out eating. So I was like, okay, I'm ready now. So they came pick me up. Then he took me to the dealership. So he let me test drive this, and he also let me test drive a Charger. The Charger was too fast, and he was like, everybody at the gym had them.
That's true, they do.
Yeah, he was like, we want to get you something different. So.
Well, you're from Baltimore. You need a Jeep on the streets of Baltimore. Yeah. I've watched the news.
Yeah.
Their relationship went beyond contracts. It was rooted in mentorship and mutual respect. Davis often credited Floyd not just with elite boxing strategies, but also with instilling the confidence and discipline that helped shape him into a champion poised for lasting greatness.
In Baltimore, you need a Jeep on the streets of Baltimore.
Yeah.
I've watched the news.
Yeah.
What did they say back home when everybody saw the story that Floyd Mayweather bought you a very expensive car?
Not only that he bought me an expensive car, he took me in.
Took you interest in you and your career, yeah?
Yeah, as a fighter, also as a, you know, Floyd old enough to be my son, so I wouldn't say a big brother. So he, like a father figure and stuff like that. He took me in, and you know, he been treating me good since I knew him. You know, he been not only in the boxing, like working with me on boxing. He showed me like the business side and all that type stuff, and he showed me a lot, and I appreciate him, and I love him forever for that.
We all see the news, and many times people say negative stuff about Floyd. From your experience with him, from the fact that he bought you a car, which he didn't have to, because there are a lot of fighters here, and he doesn't buy them cars. What does that say about him?
Just not only that him giving me stuff, because all that stuff can get taken away. You know, it's just the knowledge that he give me, like when we one-on-one, when we running and stuff like that, that he showed me, and he not only showed me but teach me and stuff like that. So I'm forever grateful for that.
Give me a tour of the Jeep really quick. What do we got?
Unlock this real quick. This the newest Jeep that just came out, Rubicon.
Despite early successes, tensions began to surface between the two. Davis expressed frustration over perceived attempts by Mayweather to control his career and limit his opportunities. In 2022, Davis parted ways with Mayweather Promotions, seeking greater autonomy and aligning with advisor Al Heyman. The split led to a series of public disputes. Davis accused Mayweather of undermining him, including barring him from training at Mayweather's gym. In a deleted tweet, Davis stated, "What? That Floyd's petty. Said I couldn't use his gym anymore. I don't give a..."
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore, and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with that's what I was.
Real?
That's what I was told at the time. So
in 2024, Davis solidified his reputation as one of boxing's most electrifying talents. His standout performance came on June 15th when he faced Frank Martin at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. After a challenging start, Davis delivered a decisive 8th-round knockout, showcasing his signature left uppercut followed by a straight left hand, which left Martin unable to continue. This victory marked his 28th knockout in 30 fights, reinforcing his status as a formidable force in the lightweight division.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Boxing Locker with me, Matt Goddard, and this is my breakdown of Gervonta "Tank" Davis, who is arguably the best puncher in boxing and without question one of the top 10 pound for pound fighters on the planet. Your position for him within those 10 is up for debate, but we're not going to talk about that today. Today I'm going to give you a brief background of Gervonta's boxing record and his kind of bio. And then I'm going to go into the breakdown of what makes him such a fantastic fighter. Okay, so first and foremost, Tank is now 30-0 with 28 knockouts. It's like a 93% knockout ratio, which is crazy. I believe it's the highest knockout percentage of any current world champion, I believe. I would imagine Inoue is close to that, but pretty impressive anyway. He's 29 years old. He's a southpaw. He's 5'5"-ish, 5'5.5" maybe.
However, Davis stunned the boxing world when he declared that he plans to retire at the end of 2025, bluntly stating that there is nothing left in the sport for him. At a press conference leading up to his second bout with Lamont Roach, Davis said, "This is trash. I'm out. I'm fed up. I don't care about belts. I just want to get my money and get out." He cited mental fatigue, the pressures of fame, and the recent birth of his son as driving factors behind his decision to step away, describing boxing and its spotlight as a draining experience he now wants no part of.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
Despite his undefeated record and multiple world titles, Davis's recent performances and offering issues have cast a shadow over his achievements. His most recent bout, a controversial draw against Lamont Roach Jr., has led to questions about his future in the sport. While some insiders speculate that he may return to boxing when his finances run low, Davis appears committed to his decision to retire and focus on personal growth and family life.
So I'm sure by now many people have heard about the news that was broken by Rick Glazier, who stated that 5-time world champion, 3-division world champion, undefeated superstar boxer, Gervonta "Tank" Davis, 30 wins, no loss, no draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 28 wins by way of knockout, has officially announced his retirement, right? He told the people around him that he is retiring from the sport of boxing. He is no longer going to compete in the sport of boxing due to his frustration with the way and the direction the sport of boxing is going in. And many people are sending it to me in drones. Have I seen it? I told you guys Gervonta "Tank" Davis is in a unique place. I told you guys this a couple of days ago, that Gervonta "Tank" Davis, along with his situation outside the sport of boxing, has put him in limbo. But y'all said I was capping. Gervonta "Tank" Davis' team, as I told you guys, stated that they are uncertain about what's going to come of his case. Gervonta "Tank" Davis is frustrated with that. He's also frustrated with the way the Premier Boxing Champion is handling his career. Al Heyman is no longer in charge as Louis DeCubas, Senior and Junior. Al Heyman is not running things with the PBC anymore. He is not. Right?
Some suggest that his promotional team has strategically selected fights that favor him, potentially limiting his exposure to more formidable challenges. To truly cement his legacy, critics advocate for Davis to face champions in other divisions, particularly those in the 135 pounds and 140 pound weight classes, thereby proving his mettle against the best in the sport. Regardless of his plans to retire, Davis has indicated he intends to fight 3 more times before stepping away from the ring. He is set to face Lamont Roach Jr. for a rematch. Following this bout, Davis has not confirmed his future opponents. But potential matchups include rematches with Ryan Garcia and fights against Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney.
Promoter Gary Jonas shed some light on the negotiations for the rematch. While he didn't give too many details, Jonas did say that the second bout between Davis and Roach Jr. is all but finalized. Let's hear what he got to say right now.
Important question on everyone's mind: how close is the rematch? How big will it be? How close is it to getting done?
Very close. It's in my mind, it's a done deal, but there are formalities, but it's a done deal, and it's not far off.
Former two-weight world champion Tim Bradley didn't mince words when discussing Davis, declaring, "Tank is done." Speaking to the Ring magazine following ESPN's final Top Rank broadcast, Bradley stated that Davis is mentally checked out of boxing, saying he's hung them up, shoes off, put a plaque up. Bradley argued that Davis is simply fed up with the sport's politics, more focused on chasing a big payday, and is already effectively retired in his mind, even if he hasn't officially announced it yet.
Tank is done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done. Tank is done. Period.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore or not?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something solar, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing, he's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that fight.
Shakur Stevenson didn't hold back when discussing Davis's retirement plans, labeling them as soft. Speaking candidly during an interview at the Ring Magazine Awards in London, Stevenson expressed his disagreement with Davis's decision, stating, "If he wants to retire with the career that he got, then go ahead and do whatever you got to do. I disagree with it. I think it's soft, but that's on him." Many skeptics claim Davis's retirement announcement was fake, a publicity stunt to drive up intrigue and money, modeled on other fighters who retired for leverage, while critics noted he had a fake retirement. Every time a big fight failed to materialize, insiders say this time it's different. Reports from Rick Glazer confirm Davis has told those close to him he's fed up and plans to step away, potentially until his money runs low, without intent to fight again. Previous dismissals of the announcement as bait overlooked Davis's documented emotional exhaustion, family commitments, and desire for personal growth.
I mean, if he want to retire with the career that he got, then go ahead and do whatever you got to do. So I disagree with it. I think it's soft, but that's on him.
Do you still think that fight's possible? I know he might have a break after that fight with Lamont Roach, but do you feel like you guys could fight 2025 or 2026?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't into chasing people around. I mean, if he's willing to fight, I'm ready to fight, and I think it should happen, but I ain't gonna lie, I can't sit there and chase you and then, he could try to make it seem as though I need him and I don't need him, so.
Boxing icon Mike Tyson has publicly praised Davis, declaring that if Tank maintains his current level, he's on track to become a legend in the sport. During an interview with TMZ, Tyson said, "Tank is a great fighter. He'll be a legend, too, if he keeps fighting at the level he's currently at." In a later conversation with Sports Illustrated, Tyson featured Davis on his list of most exciting current fighters, alongside names like Terrence Crawford and David Benavidez, reaffirming the attention and respect Tank commands in elite boxing.
I have to ask you, would you ever remake your famous video game? Bring it to the next generation consoles, my friend?
Hey, I'm just happy to be alive.
What do you think about people comparing Tank Davis to you? I mean, what do you think about that?
Tank is a great fighter.
You think he's a great fighter? What do you think about them comparing it to you? I mean, you're a legend, my friend.
Well, he'll be one too if he keeps fighting.
Oh, okay. All right, well, thank you. Okay.
Observers have speculated about the reasons behind Davis's contemplation of retirement. Some believe he may be experiencing boredom, having faced and defeated many of the opponents he set out to conquer. Others suggest that the pressures and demands of the sport have led to burnout, prompting his desire to step away. Regardless of cause, it is evident that Davis is grappling with complex emotions as he considers his future.
Tank is just done with boxing. He does not enjoy it anymore. It's very clear that he just does not want to box anymore, and that's okay. He went into more detail about why he wants to retire after 2025, and it basically just comes down to he's tired of fighting, he's tired of getting punched in the face, he's not worried about his legacy. He said that he has his legacy in his city, and that's all he's worried about. He did also say that he wants to go to therapy, and he feels like if he goes to therapy now while he's boxing, he won't have that same fire inside of him, and he won't even be able to mentally get prepared for a fight. He also brought up his kids a lot, says he wants to be a lot softer for his daughters. He's got his son now, so he wants to be there for his son and be a good dad and not be getting beat up in the gym all the time. So honestly, I gotta respect it. You know what I mean? Like, we can't just worry about people's mental when they're at their lowest. You know, why do we have to see Tank lose to worry about his mental? Because Sonny Edwards just retired because of his mental. Like, he was at his lowest. So I don't think we have to see Tank get there to care about his mental. So if he wants to go and he wants to get his last 2-3 fights in, okay, great. Do that. And then go take care of yourself. Because he is young. And I think it's becoming more of a trend to retire when you're like 30, 31. Because Sonny Edwards, 28. Gervonta is going to retire at like 31, 32. And then even Jesse Bam Rodriguez says by the time he's 30, he doesn't really want to be in the sport anymore. But I think this does have a lot to do with them getting into the sport so young. When you're doing it from like the age of 12 or even sometimes younger for Tank, I believe he was younger. So when you've been doing it for that long, getting beat up for that long, I mean, it takes a toll on you. You just don't want to do it anymore. So I gotta respect it.
What do you think about why Tank is stepping away from boxing? Drop a comment below.